Hi, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English here. And today on Impact or Hit, we have a good show here today on Impact or Hit. We have Father Yule, Santa Claus. He'll be here today on Impact or Hit, Joey Styles says. You got that right, Joey. We're going to see Father Yule. We're also going to see Velasca. Hopefully she gets another match with Kevin Owens. And with the with the Survivor Series or Living Saga, she's going to be happening this Thanksgiving Day. You know, we're going to hear about what teams are going to be fighting this year at the Living Saga, as Jonathan Coachman says. That's right. That's right, Joey and Jonathan. We're going to see Father Yule here today. Alaska hopefully gets her hands on Kevin Owens. And we're going to see Father Yule. So all of that's going to work out. You know, all of it's going to work out great. Aiden English says. So let's go to ring. Alright. Here we go. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Yule. I know it's not truly Yule yet. I know it's truly the 11th month. And we're going into Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day or whatever you want to call it. One of the last of the big 4-1 Reich's holy day or holidays. Now, I know some folks out there there's always been a lot of folks, wonder why am I been showing up all through the 11th month going into the 12th month? Well, because I start getting busy around this time. I start looking at all the gift lists. I start looking at the good and bad list. Then I gotta go and either buy the gifts, and I just can't make all the things that folks want these days are things that me and my workers, unless they really got the skills for it, don't want to make it. So then I gotta go on Amazon or Strong Woman, iOffer, Ideal, or eBay, or Etsy, or Overstock, or Deal Dash, or Walmart's website, or Target's website, or Gold's website, And then let's just be earnest about how much gald I'm borrowing from every borrow guild out there, and how I'm going to have to yield it all back. But you see, at the end of the day, I keep the happiness and the glee of Yule, Jesus' birthday, alive. And God gave mankind and womankind an outstanding gift. And that gift was his son Jesus, who was the only holy, sinless, flawless man to ever lived. A man who talked about love, talked about forgiveness, a man who healed the sick and the wounded, a man who yielded up his life and atoned for the sin of all mankind and all womankind, for those who were alive and those who would be alive. And God and Jesus loved us so much that God was willing to have Jesus go through it, and Jesus was willing to go through it. And I give out gifts to honor God for giving Jesus to us as a gift, the same way that those wise kings or wise men, when they gave gifts to Jesus when they first met him, whatever month, date, or year that was, because the Holy Book does not really truly say. Yeah, I had said at least I have heard at least enough of your bullshit. You didn't get it good enough. I haven't forgotten, Father Yule, how you hit me in the back of the head last week on Friday Night SmackDown. And I haven't forgotten about how, Yeah, I haven't forgotten about how you gave me the stunner, on that last Friday night, Friday night SmackDown too. Kevin Owens, you are on what we like to call the bad list. Oh, is it your list? No, it's God and Jesus' list as far as good and bad deeds go. Well, I didn't know that giving you a stunner was some sinful, unlawful deed. And if we're talking about sinful deeds or unlawful deeds or only sinful deeds, then you whacking me in the pit in the back of the head last week would also be sin as sinful too. And let me also tell you something. You have nothing to do with the birth of Jesus. All you are was Odin from Norse folklore, and then taking from holy fellow Nicholas, then they slammed that together and called you Father Yule. But then then Coca-Cola business chose to give you the black hat, the black longs, the black coat, and the white gloves, the black shoes, gave you the long beard, and then after that, then they had to offshoot in flying reindeer for you. Because we all know that Odin flew whatever he flew on. Then they had to give you some might. Oh, you go up and down for smokestacks and for firesteads or the lead houses. Oh, you have knowing when someone is good or bad or when they've been awake or when they go to sleep, and that's it. The only thing you seem to eat is milk and cookies and whatever other fuck folks leave out. So how about I give you a stunner again? And it would be so cool, if I give you the stunner again. No, how about it would not be so cool? Yeah, Kevin Owens. Sorry. I'm not done with you. I'm not bloody done with you at all, Kevin Owens. We're going to have another match. And you're not going to like it. And I can't stand up in this ring very well. That's Toy Biz's mistake. And you can't stand up in the ring very well. And that's going to be Mattel's mistake. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be doing anything to Father Yule. Or whatever you want to call him. Well, I just want to say that, fighting's not right. Wrestling's not right. But yes, I should let you know, Kevin Owens, you stunned me last week, so I had every right to strike you back. And I'm a former W24/7 fighter and a former TWF 24/7 fighter too. But that doesn't make me no wrestler, no fighter. And even though you have been really shameful, but I'm going to give you a gift anyway. Well, Santa Claus, Father Yule, it's good to see you. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what you're going to be getting. It's going to be Belasca fight Kevin Owens and a Hershey's Reese staff and a Hershey Reese peanut butter cup staff match and a Hershey's Kiss match. So yeah, that's going to happen right now. I want to say, wish you all a happy Yule, a happy gathering of lights, a happy gathering of followership, and to all a good night. Well, we heard from Santa Claus, we heard from Father Yule, Joey Styles says, and now we heard from the main overseer of the TWF, John Bradshaw Latefield, and now we're going to have, the match that he was talking about. The inning, well, it looks like You know, this time it looks like, well, you know, this time they got bigger staffs, Joey Styles said. Ding. And now Alaska has got the Hershey's Reese Peanut Butter Cup staff and hit him with Kevin Owens with it that she bought yesterday from Big Lots, Joey Styles says. Oh, and Alaska hit Kevin Owens again with the other one, Jonathan Coachman said. They bought that one from Big Lots as well. Yeah, well, Aiden English says Kevin don't care if it came from the Dollar Tree, $10, or Dollar Fighter, or Five Below, or Big Lots, or Walmart, or Target, or whatever it came from, or Walgreens, or Ollie's. You know, at the end of the day, Kevin Owens just knocked her down with the same staff too. He hit her with that staff as well. And now Alaska's down right now. Time to take care of the Kevin Owens wannabe, Aiden English says. Here we go. And a stunner. Kevin Owens wears that shirt that says fight everyone. Which he has a shirt that says never stop fighting. But we don't know what his new mindset is these days. And there was a time, Joey Styles says, where Kevin Owens and Velasco were friends. And now we're going to have Kevin Owens going to get Velasco to sit up might slam right on the Hershey Reese Peanut Butter Cup staff. Joey Styles said, will that be enough to beat Velasco? I don't think that's going to be enough to beat Velasco, the goddess of madness. 1, 2, and a kick out. No, it was not. Jonathan Coachman says. Aiden English says, someone would say Kevin Owens needs to do something. He needs, to get one more staff. Shit. He needs to get, one more staff. And now he'll make it right. Well, now he's got the Reese's Kiss staff now. So now he's going to make things right. And he thinks he was going to make things right. And now Velasco has got the upper hand. Kevin Owens said, how did he lose the upper hand, Aiden English says. I don't know. You'll wonder. Father Yule, Joey Styles says. She hit him and knocked him down with the Hershey's Kiss staff. She get him to sit up Mike Bomb and gave him the thunder gun ball. And now she'll give him the stunner, Joey Styles said. John Coachman says, I believe Kevin Owens is going to lose this match. No, he cannot, Aiden English says. He can't lose to the wannabe. He can't lose to the knockoff, to the wannabe. He can't lose to the wannabe, the knockoff, Velasco, which is a Latinist, Italish borrowed name. In English says 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner, Velasco. And Velasco has beat Kevin Owens here today on Impact or Hit in the Hershey's Reese's staff match, in the Hershey's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup staff match, and the Hershey's Kiss staff match. And there is one more, And we all know that Kevin Owens is not going to be happy, with losing. And we all know that Kevin Owens is not going to be happy with losing to Velasco here today on Impact or Hit, Joey Styles says. That he'll be, he'll be irked or angered, over that one, Joey Styles says. Kevin Owens being irked and angered over something is not new. He has always been irked and angered over something, Jonathan Coachman says. How can you say he's always been irked or angered or arrested? He had a right to be irked or angered at Belasca, because Belasca is nothing more than a knockoff, a wannabe. She wished she was Kevin Owens. She wished she was him, but she's not. So she's not, Aiden English says. Alright, that is your belief, Joey Styles says, Aiden English, and you have the right to that belief. We'll take it away now to Mike Today. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Belasca here today on Impact or Hit. Alright, Belasca. You got even, hopefully, with Kevin Owens here today on Impact or Hit. Well, I believe I did, Mike today. Belasca, the goddess of madness. I was a friend to Kevin Owens. When Kevin Owens came to the toy wrestling gathering, this would have been somewhere, I guess, towards the end of 2006 between a while, or it may have been early 2007 between a while. I was his friend. And hell, I've been in the toy wrestling gathering since between 99 while when I got bought from Ames. Anyway, to make a long saga short, I have been Kevin Owens' friend for years, long before Sami Zayn came to the toy wrestling gathering. And what did Kevin Owens do to all his friends over the years? He shifted on them. Sami Zayn more than once, Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, Big E Langston, and Kofi Kingston. And then, then he shifted on Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. So, it seems that Kevin Owens doesn't like you, Belasca, because somehow he believes that you are a wannabe, a knockoff. Hell, I was doing shit before he did his shit, alright? I was in two sagas of Xena, and I was doing shit in the toy wrestling gathering long before he showed up. I was a former two-time TWF heavyweight fighter. I did all that shit before he won the WWE NXT heavyweight winnings. Before he won the WWE World Heavyweight winnings. Before he won the ROH heavyweight winnings. So I did a lot of shit before him. And I even won, the hard middle winnings many times before he even won the WWE Inter-Lam Body winnings, or W41 Reich winnings, or WWE Tag Team and World Tag Team winnings. So, Kevin Owens, you're the Belasca wannabe. You're the Belasca knockoff. And I beat you. Now, just to tell you one little thing, I just want to say, if I don't see you before Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day or before Yule, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a happy Yule. Same to you, Belasca. Well, that was my talk with Belasca. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, Mike Today, for talking with Belasca here today on Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and Aiden English. We hope you like Impact or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.